Okay, we're live and ready to do this. Okay, so bear with me. We're going to add a little bit to the front cover. I can't help myself. You're like, how much more stuff can we add before there's no more room? I want to put this boot on here because it just feels like fun. So I think I'm going to put it right there. And we're just going to do it. And we're not going to give it a whole lot of worry. We're not going to fuss over it. Just eventually we'll have to quit adding things because we'll run out of room. Right? It's a thing. Or put it right there. All right, hold the phone. There we go. Ta-da! And I want to put one of these coins. Let's see, which one do we like? I think I like this one actually. Let's see what else is in here. There's like 3 Augustus coins. Let's do this one. I think I want to put it right in here. So it doesn't cover up any words. And it doesn't cover up any of her face. So there's another one on this side. We'll just go with this one. We chose it already. And we're going with it. Okay. So let's just smoosh right to the edges there. And make sure it's reasonably straight. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. I'm not worried. I'm not bothered about a little bit of crookedness, Nothing in life is perfect, and wishing it were so will drive you bananas. So we'll even deliberately put it just a little bit off, right? Cannot have absolute perfection. The joy is in just the doing. So there we are. We got a little bit of extra things added to our cover. Very nice. I'd like to use this in today's, this is from a little tiny book. It was exactly this size. It was paperback. It was like an inch thick. It had all of these kinds of sayings in it. And then on the back it says, bird calls that sound like words. Barn owl. So it says, who cooks for you? Who cooks for you all? The red-eyed Vero, which I've never heard of. Look up, see me, over here, this way. Do you hear me? Higher still, Chewy. Oh. Chestnut-sided warbler. Very, very pleased to meet ya. That's funny. Eastern meadowlark, spring of the year. See you soon. I will see you. Spring is here. Okay, but we're going to put this side up, and I think we'll just edge it in orange. Why not? This will be very light because this pad is not, as we discovered earlier this evening. It feels like yesterday now. It's been a little while. That this pad is not very juicy. So we're just going to get a nice light edge of color on that. It says amazing things will happen, which I believe, and I want to continue to believe that good things are coming. It's not all good all the time because that's not how life is. But I'm trying to stay positive and focus on the good part of things, right? So there we go. And just a little bit of color to that. We're going to put other things, obviously. So we're saving that for something. And then this is our very first page, day 19. We are going to work on days 20 and 21 today. You think that's what I said in the title. Those are the correct dates. But instead of doing them here in the front, I'm going to work front to back in this book. And I'm going to skip this page as well because I think we're going to put something about, moving on to the next book. I like to finish a book with kind of a quote and an image about, endings and new beginnings. So So we're getting the same pages on the other side here. So we're definitely going to use that, right? And then I thought maybe, since tonight we did some stenciling, let me move a couple of things. That's how my life is right now. Let's do this little circly stencil, right? We'll use it up and down like this. And let's try and get the pink and orange that we could not get earlier, right? It just didn't work for us for whatever reason. So this is the dark brush, and I think this is the light brush. Let's see if we get any color off this. Nope. Okay. I feel safe using it. Oh. We're missing a lid. Uh-oh. Danger, danger, Will Robinson. We're missing a lid. I don't know what to do about that. Well, let's jam it back on there. It's not going to totally solve the problem. That'll keep it a little moist. And I will look around for it. It's got to be up here somewhere, right? So, let me put my glasses on. Up close stuff, I need my glasses. So we're getting a little pink in here, and then we'll add some orange to that. Oh, this is bad. Now I'm going to think about it. Okay, let's just move on from that. It's not the end of the world. I know I've been using a lot of pink and some pastels lately. Don't worry, I'm still the same creepy person I always was. Okay, I think that's lined up right. Gotta be more careful. Gotta re-ink more often on those soft colors. Just seems to be the way of the world. So I hope you guys who came to the live tonight had a good time. I have already, that's the first thing I did is after the live, I ate a little food. I had the rest of my Kung Pao chicken, which was delicious. I like fried rice Friday, even though fried rice isn't what I eat. Been kind of on a binge of Simon Pegg movies. He's the lighter-haired guy from Shaun of the Dead. And they did a bunch of movies together, but I just watched the one about searching for happiness that he did, which that guy was not in. And I enjoyed it. I've seen it before, but it was kind of the right movie for the right mood at this moment in time. It gave me a little bit of an uplifting feeling. We definitely have to put something up here in this upper right-hand corner to help combat that, the pricing and the barcode and stuff on the back of the scrapbook paper. Okay, so that is done for pink. Now we're going to add a little orange on, but we're also going to come over here and clean this up this is a tip I got from Janice about cleaning the brushes off. My it's not doing very good because it's on my hand and not on a flat surface. Okay, I was trying to keep the stencil held down. Okay, so we're just going to move right on to orange. I think that's just, yeah, I think that's good. And we want to just add in a little bit of orange. Kind of just a smidge more. And stand out a little bit, right? Okay. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Sweet. Now let's go ahead and clean this up. And there we go. Put that off to the side and ta-da! And that's gonna kind of go with that we oranged that we oranged that with pink. That we edged that. Sometimes I say the dumbest things. Okay. Put that back up there. I obviously haven't put those away yet. But that's a little bit fun. That adds a little interest to this page. I'm not sure that that's going right there, but it's a start, right? Oh, and I got a little bit over here. Okay, so that's too big. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so I need to move a little bit of this stuff so I can sort some images. Let's see. Kind of like that. It's a makeup palette thing. Let's see. Maybe a little bit of pink to go with the pink. Okay, let's see what else. What other fun bits can we come up with? We've got lots of background. I'm not seeing anything just yet that I like over much. Then something that I like. There's our half a guy. I don't know that let's see. So we've got another girl. Where'd our half a guy go? That almost works, or maybe it does. We'd have to take the pink out, though, because maybe I want to leave what's around her head. Okay, I'm just giving some things a test, trial run kind of thing. Let's see, what else do we maybe need? And we can maybe even still have her in there. I don't know, we'll have to see. Let's see, we've got a big roadster, but this is not the right page for a roadster. Amazing things will happen. What if we want to do like that and have the butterfly go over just a smidge? We can even make that way, yeah, like that. I think I like that better without her, but I feel like there needs to be something down there. So let's see. We've also got her. I think I like this other girl. Okay. Irresistible. Let's see. We've got the big sunflower, but I don't think that's, no. Okay. Got the black swan right there. Let's see what else. We've got a little bit of a, okay, I'm going to pull them off for a second. Or let's see if we can just slide that under them. I'm not interested in filling all of the space. And I think maybe a little something over here. So let's see. We're just, oh, where'd that go? I don't think another, oops, shit. Oh, there it goes. Okay. I don't think another person is what we're looking for. Nah. Okay. Not the giant salt shaker, because I think I want to make that into a, not that. Let's see, these are, I think these are all background pieces. Okay. I'm kind of liking how this is shaping up really quick. What about that? Rebel? And then that'll be there. Now let's see how I feel about that. I still feel like there's a lot of white space right there, right in here. I just feel like it needs a little something. These are all words over here. Maybe, let's see what's down here. I found something that will work. Just tearing it down a little bit. We'll just go torn edges on this because it already kind of had a torn edge thing going on. I think that will do it. We'll make sure that the swan doesn't get covered up by the legs. But I think that'll do. I think so. Okay, so we don't need irresistible. Or maybe we do. Do I like irresistible? The Rebel's awfully big. I think I like that better. Okay. All right. So we're gonna... This has to be after this. So we're gonna start with... Just push that down. So we're gonna start with this piece under everything else. And I'm just gonna have to ink as I go. I think that'll be the easiest way. Let me see if I can push the book up a little further. There. Okay, let's go ahead and ink this one too because that's going on right next. I'm a little quiet today, but I just have a lot of things in my brain that I'm considering that I don't want to bore you guys with. So let's start with that and get a little glue going on. What do we do with our glue? Oh, here it is. Okay. It'd be nice if you were allowed to have the radio on in the background. I mean, it's on the radio. I don't necessarily consider that theft, but sometimes it's hard to just talk about, just to talk and talk and talk, you know? Especially since I talked for a couple hours earlier. So I'm going to be working my way straight through. Let's put the little bit bigger side over here because we're going to cover that side up with. Let's push it as close to the top right here as we can, because the other thing we're doing is, and I think with the people, I'm going to go dark to light on that. Let's, you know, all those words in the barcode are covered up. Very nice. Do we still have, there's the bone folder. Let's grab the bone folder and just give that a little push down. Okay. So now we're going to go with her. Oops, but first we're going to ink. Ink silly. Okay. Ink her. And like that, in using this head, we are also giving a little more interest to the background. And then let's ink up that right there. And we've got just a little bit of white lines where I cut this out. So let's just try and hit most of those. Let's see. All right. We'll give that a little. Right here. This is just like a street scene. It's a little blurry, but it gives you like there's a car and maybe a brownstone over here. Just gives you a little bit of an urban feel to it's just a background kind of thing that's happening. What else do we need to, as long as I've got this out, might as well. Let me grab Irresistible. We're going to need that right at the end. And let's just gently add a little edging to that. I finally put out the last of the whole book that I was dying just before I came out here. So that means that batch is almost done. And I can start a new tea dyed batch. I have just so much stuff I want to get dyed. And I'm super excited about some of the things that are coming up. I hope you guys will find them exciting when I finally revealed. Okay, and then let's go ahead and edge the little blonde girl here. In her skinny jeans with her two different shoes on. And there's a purple one and then a regular. They're both leopard print though. Again, we're just really looking to take off the white edges, not to give it a hard. No, that's her jacket. I don't need to cut it off. There's a little purse over there that's sticking out a little bit. Okay. We don't want to get any ink on her face. Okay. I think that's all the things we need to ink at this moment. So I'm just going to put it off to the side here. And then I got to decide that I want her head behind or over the top of. I think behind. So we're gonna glue her down first. But the one thing I do want to do is that's going to need to go behind. Okay, so I have to decide how high up her head goes. So let's just put a little mark on here. I'm always losing the pens. I start out every day with a whole bunch of pens. I slowly lose them. And then I clean up at the end of the day. And mark right down here. Okay. So, but because, let me put that back. I'm losing my mind. We want, yeah, this is going to go a little bit behind him. But I also want it to be in a good place for her. So see, this is good. Don't. Because it's meant to show kind of between and behind her legs a little bit. Okay, so That looks like a pretty good spot. Okay. So I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, so there's the tea dyeing, and that's going good. And I'm getting ready to put in a new batch of colored things. Okay. Okay. And get my hands cleaned off. And we'll push that down a little bit with the bone folder. Okay. I think that's going to be good. Where did the swan go? There's the swan. So before we put down the legs, I think right there, get him right over as close to the edge as we can. And I think she's going to go right there. So I'm going to glue her and then slide her in there. I love the funky posture of his legs, because it was a guy before I put a girl head on it. Okay, we do want to cover up that little section over there. So we're going to lean him just a little bit like that. I think that'll do. Now let's put down this other piece here. Does anybody else if you dye, do you get excited about the prospect of dyeing things? Like, I'm not even 100% sure what I want to use some of it for. I just get so excited about. I love did I put a not put on? Oh boy, okay. Before that's totally nailed down, let's. Okay, so I need him to push down. Elbow. Nope, we're stuck with it there. Okay, so we may have to put her feet up just a little bit. Well, that's where it goes now. Okay, that one's stuck down good. We don't need to worry about that. All right, let's do him next, or her, depending on how you want to look at it. Them, they. Let's do this person, this human being. I love all the dramatic eye makeup, but you know what? I never felt self-possessed enough to do that kind of look, you know? Okay. A little close to the edge, tilted just a little bit this way. There. Let's burnish that down a little bit with the feet and legs. Okay. Now we've got to do her. And let's look at this for a minute before we decide. Oh, we didn't get an edge there. That is definitely. There's the other pen I was looking for. Come on. All the pieces. It's just not quite sticky enough. So there we go. All right. Now back to you. So we wanted to push her over just a little bit and maybe have her. Oh, that's better right there. Kind of, I think that's good. Okay, so let me just put one little tiny mark where the tip of each of her toes goes for the shoes. Okay. And that's about in the middle of each shoe. All right. Now let's get a little glue going down on her. I think that's why I like to take all the girls with the dramatic eye makeup and use them in my collages. Because I really do. It's a striking and dramatic. But I think we all know I was never super self-confident. Way too many insecurities for that. Okay, so let's get her shoes in the right place. There we go, because we can see a window here and a car, and you can see a little bit of the building, so that's good. And then I've got gluey fingers. Let's just carefully push her into place. And we'll go with the mantra, white space is okay. White space is okay. We didn't get it. I see a spot on her shoulder where I didn't quite get. I know I talk about this probably way too often. Like we're all working on it together. Okay, so I didn't ink this a little bit. And here we go. Okay. And maybe just hit the very edges of this butterfly, which is a collage type image in itself. It's a composite image of things, you know, laid out and then cut into a butterfly shape, which is always fun. Okay, so I think that's all the things. We're going to put BU on here. Right in here. You know what, I think also, no, I think let's just push that down good. Oops. Okay. And then we need, and I think I'm just going to glue stick this. It's nice thin magazine paper. It will take the glue stick very well and probably stick down reasonably well. And that was already inked, so perfect. Right about there, I think. Let's give that just a little push down. There we go. Now, so I think what we're going to do is put a little glue stick here and under here to stick the butterfly and the, we want it to go over just a little bit like that. Okay, so let's make sure we don't want anything else on there before we get too carried away with the whole thing. I'm determined to get this pink in here somewhere. Let's see, do I I kind of like that. It breaks it up a little bit. Let's see. What else do we have in here that could be fun to use? There's kind of another dusty little pink. Just breaking up all of that busyness in the background. No, I don't think I want to cover up the extra. Unless we went over here with it. Let's try right in here. I think we're still maybe like that. Yeah, I think so. Okay. So let's start with these two pieces here. Oh, it's warm in this room. But the grandkids are all asleep, so I want to keep the door closed so it's quiet for them because I got to go out and boil some water very quietly later. Okay. Poor Susan, I seem to be in a pink phase, which is generally not me, but weirder things have happened. We give it some brownness. So we're gonna put that kind of right there. Okay. Let's get a little glue on there. Okay. Okay. That right there. Make sure it goes below the paper line because this is only a partial sheet. So we'll see, just like on the front page, we'll see, because we did it, we're basically going to be working on the same two, one after the other, and we'll see what differences come. Okay, now let's see. Let's do this again. Oh, I glued that upside down after all that. Is it too late? Yep, it's too late. Oh, well. That is how it was meant to go then. Okay, so we want to do, I think, like that. Just a little bit of the wing going up there. So let's take the glue stick. And we're going to right about there. Like that. We don't want it to go under her face. We keep just, so right in here, we'll just put a little glue to stick that together, and then right under here, just on this part. That way it's more like one piece. Oh, what have I got stuck to down here? Okay. So we'll even glue the little piece here. Okay. And then we're just gonna put some glue on that. A little bit more on the big square because it's a heavier paper. It came out of a book. And it's thicker than a paperback book, but not cardstock weight. So let's get just a little bit right there. I think the rest of that'll be fine. Get a little drizzle around the edges. We'll do the antenna with the glue stick, I think, very carefully so we don't have to draw them back on. Not that that would be a terrible thing. Pretty sure I could manage a little bit of antenna. Okay. So here we go, and we're going to push that right down. I'm going to grab that glue stick. Or not glue stick, no. Bone folder, that's what we're going to grab. It's a bone folder. Let's grab that. Give it a nice push some ink all the way down to the edges there. And then let's push that gently into the crease of the book. Okay. And then instead of trying to glue the individual antenna, what I'm going to do is just glue stick this whole area. And then we'll just let it dry. There. And we will ever so gently. There we go. There we are. A little bit of a raised edge right there. Okay. Trying to take care of some of the glare there. So the butterfly is a little bit shiny. So that's our whole thing. I think I'm happy with it. So we will put the date maybe right down in here. And let's use the not purple pen. Let's use this black pen. So this is day 20. 2022. So hold on, we can solve this problem. Day 2421. There we are. So we need to let that dry just a smidge because we're gonna go to and I don't want to come back and have that stuck and lose antenna anyway. I don't want to start the heat gun because it's loud. It's tacky at this point. And overall, very happy with it. And we may come back later and add things. You never know. These may speak to us again later on. You can just never tell. But so far, so good. Okay, do I have anything I could stick in here? I probably won't stick to but the stencil's awfully big. Let's see. What could I stick in there that's not gonna... Nothing that you have near you, Amy. All right, well, this is at least not... No, let's not do that. Let's just get the heat gun. Oh, I apologize. I'm going to mute you for just a second.